What's going on, everybody? Aaron here, and I know what you're thinking. Where's After Hours? Well, ran out of footage. We had a lot of issues with some old recording stuff we were using, and we've upgraded our system. So first off, I want to show you this. This is what we're running now. You really can't see much. Before, we were running off of an old Lenovo laptop. So now we've got our webcam and stand. We're using the Snowball mic still, of course. That's something we've been using. Got my Elgato over here. I'm gonna see if I can pick up the camera and kind of show y'all everything. First off, before I get to the new video that I'm doing today, which is gonna be a toy unboxing, something I haven't done in a while. So there you can see I'm working on like some Let's Play footage there, and below the desk there you can see that is our new beast of a machine that we're using. The desk is also an added item that we've just recently gotten. So yeah, we're moving up. So today I want to show off this box right here. I got some new toys for a series I've been trying. I used to collect. I had a lot of as a kid. Finished the collection, so now I'm gonna open up the box here with my bottle opener because, you know, yeah, I have a bottle opener in the studio. Gotta relax somehow when the technology starts failing. I'm not an alcoholic. I'm not. I promise. Not yet. So, opening this up off camera here is kind of hard, but I don't want to show off too much because my mailing address is on the stickers here, and I have not been able to, you know, instead of ripping the tape here, just tear it with the bottle opener there. And yeah, dude obviously just reused the box that he had gotten for something he had ordered, looks like. So I don't want to put his mailing address on there either, but start off with a big box of newspaper, which will be going in the recycle bin here soon. Yeah, I do recycle. Getting old. Earth is too, so. Alright, so first off, let me just say, I was one of those kids that I love sci-fi movies, and I watched a ton of sci-fi movies. So, is that a good bag that I can use? Yep, I can use that for trash. There's nothing in there but an old Kool-Aid jammer packet, which shouldn't be in here, but that must have been whenever I was cleaning up and making room for stuff. So, one of the things I used to collect a lot as a kid was Independence Day stuff. Or not really collect a lot of. I actually had like 1 or 2 figures and some toys. But I found these on eBay and I wanted to show off what I got. And this is cool. So these are all the loose figures here. Got one of these nice little fellas right here. You know, looks like he's going through a little bit of damage here and there from where probably been played with. Let's see if that'll focus. I thought I'd set this up so that it would focus. It's autofocus, okay, I see. And they're a little sticky. I guess he kept them, but I'm trying to see if it'll focus. It's probably not, but as you can see right there, let's come up a little closer. That's actually one of the little characters that you can put inside the suits. Got a bunch of loose stuff here. Got President O'Neill. He's very flexible, which, you know, not in a good way. Like you can spin him around. Obviously, he's been played with a lot. Still pretty cool. I mean, I don't mind having looser, not damaged toys, but, you know, loose toys. One of the cool things, was that the Independence Day toys came with a floppy disk with some games. I might have to see if I can find a computer that can play that, hook it up to it and do that. There's also this Independence Day pin that came in the box. Everything's just not going to focus today, which is pretty cool. And then I've got a bunch of loose tentacles in here that go to all the figures, and a bunch of the loose like aliens in here as well that were part of the figures. Okay, there is a broken tentacle in here that I see. I can fix that with a little bit of glue, that's fine. But here's all of our alien pilots. So let's get in there and look at some of these figures. As you can see, some of them have their tentacles still on. Some of them I still got to put tentacles on. But one of the cool things about these was you could open them up. I want to show this off. But here's one of the ones I had never got to have and I always wanted. And the cool thing about these was they always looked just like the alien from Aliens, and you could tell that was where they got a little bit of inspiration. In fact, you can see it more in Independence Day Resurgence. Love it or hate it, it's still an Independence Day movie. I always liked it, and that was just me, you know. Okay, how do I guess that's how far you can open the head, but you kind of tuck these guys in there. You're supposed to be able to. Let me see. Maybe I got the big guy there. Let's put this little guy in here. You're supposed to be able to tuck them in sort of like this right here, and then it should just kind of close around them, which is why they were made out of like a cheaper material. I don't know. I'm not sure if I remember how to do this because it's been so long. But once you get them in there and kind of tuck them in, they were supposed to just kind of like sit in there. Maybe fold them up in there. I don't know. There we go. So kind of just fold them up in there, and now you've got your alien in its armor. And again, it doesn't seal properly, and this one you can tell has had a lot of wear and tear to it. It's a little loose, but there's that one. Next up, I'm trying to find another small one here. Like I've got this is supposed to be the entire kit of these things. Some are missing tentacles. I don't care. I honestly didn't care that they were missing tentacles. So what? You know, it is what it is. You can again put a pilot in this. And that's what I thought was so cool about these, is you could actually put the pilots in there and just kind of like shove them in there if they'll sit. Which again, they're moldable, bendable, but not too moldable. And kind of just fold them up in there a little bit, and in the end this should close if you can. Again, so I got the pilot. I'm not gonna put him back in there. That's just gonna be too much time on the video. But there's my next one right here, and I got my little cheat sheet here that lets me know who all I've got. So let me go on there. Let's see. Where is it? Right here. I think these are all pretty cool. Like I said, some of them are missing parts, which I'm okay with. I don't collect 100% ultimate good items. Like Omar gave me a Predator from Hive Wars that's missing the lower mandible. I mean, I can fix that. Oh, and of course my phone's about dead. So this is the last thing I've actually bought because I haven't had time to really invest in buying toys anymore. Working on a house now, I'm adulting. So this comes with the Shock Trooper Alien Trendmasters action figure lot. So the item description here was figures are not complete and missing tendrils. Of course, that I don't care. But you've got, looks like you got 4 of the pilots, 4 of the different costumes, and then you've got this one right here, and this is huge. Like the tendrils are loose on him, as you can see, and I'm just going to kind of see if I can get a couple in there. They're broken and worn, as you can tell. A little bit. Whoa! I might have to see if I got batteries for him, because wow, he actually does make noises and probably lights up. So I have to test that out. But this is the biggest figure I think I've gotten from the Independence Day series. He's not super posable. However, he's posable enough. And I mean, just look at that. The head cavity opens up, and it opens up so much better than the little ones. The little ones, you can tell, were just not made to do all this. But you can stick a pilot in there, it closes. And I call them pilots, but I never really did know their name on there. The tentacles are really nicely detailed. Like, I'm gonna try to see if you can kind of see that. This is the big boy here. This is the one that he's got tentacles all over that just, this one's not really all that flexible. Like, you can tell this one was made to be kind of a balancing tentacle maybe. And there's plenty more in there. I mean, there's like, they said there was some missing, and you can see where like this one here is damaged. And again, a damaged toy to me is still a toy. It's still something I can work on, and because me, I'm a collector. If I sell these, it may be later on in my future, but not right now. Okay, there's the other one. That one's, you can tell that one's broken too. Like, I may have to glue these in place, which I hate to do that, but because a damaged toy to me is still, it tells a story of how well they were played with, not stuck in a, not left in a box. And I mean, nothing against that. If you collect and you leave them in the box, that's all up to you. So that was the big guy. So here's another one of my little ones here, and this one's missing all of his tentacles, and they're probably all here on the desk, but I don't really care about the tentacles. They're just decorative pieces. And I mean, you can see there how they kind of open up and the detail on the inside there. This is just one of the regular warriors, if I remember correctly from the movie. Like, the color coding was really just what kind of creature they were, or what level they were. And here's this gray one. Now this one I like the blue ones a lot. Now trust me, blue is like one of my favorite colors, but this one right here, I mean, look at the detail in that. You just pinch the head back like that again, and the little alien is supposed to kind of just sit in there, and the head's supposed to close around him. I want to see if that big one's going to fit in that suit. They're supposed to really just, I'll have to look and see if I can remember how to do this, because it's been so long since I've played with these. I know that they're just supposed to kind of like sit in there, and each one has a different pilot in it. And if I remember correctly, that was one of the biggest issues with these toys, was like the pilot was just a little too big for the head, so you kind of had to like work him in there. And that's why they had this little like hair clip right here. But these are awesome. I am so glad that I finally completed the figure collection, like the alien collection there. Like, I always collect the alien only. I never really collected like the hero figures. I had the little cityscape battle that was shaped like the mothership, I think, or shaped like the alien's head. I had that, whereas it was kind of like the Mighty Max and Polly Pocket toys, if you remember those, where basically you could just like, they were neat. I'll have to see if I can study this a little more to figure out how to put them in there. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and show these off one more time. Like, here's two big pilots here. I know what these are. These are for that big one right there. And as you can see, you can't really see because my camera is just not wanting to focus today. It's wanting to focus on me so much more than it is like the figures. I mean, the detail in these things is still pretty impressive, especially for a cheap piece of rubber that's been like molded in. Like, you get those cheap rubber toys from like dollar stores and stuff like that. I think it's cool that he sent me one of the game discs. Like, I remember having one of these as a kid, and I used to play the game all the time. And having these figures now kind of starts my collection back with getting back into collecting again. I took a break for a while because, like I said, I'm working on a house and I don't really have a lot of money or time to put towards toys. But that's it. That's pretty much the collection. So I'll show off a couple of these one more time. Like, you can tell that these are not going to stand up if you put them anywhere. They're just going to kind of lean over. So I would say probably keep them in a box on a shelf, or keep them out and about. Maybe get like little stands that you can hold them by their waist, because they're not well balanced. There's this one here. I've got this one as well. I like the color pattern on that kind of metallic with a little bit of glitter thrown in there, even though I hate glitter. You know, glitter is like the STD of decorative pieces. This one right here, kind of reminiscent of the actual movie Alien, because you never really see these guys in the movies. These were more like, just got to make a product that sells, so let's add some colors. Put your arm down, dude. That's not appropriate. you can see that the detail, like I said, the detail in these is awesome. You can tell these have had a lot of wear and tear. I apologize for his arm gestures. He is obviously very excited to say hello to y'all. The gray one here, now that one I had seen before, and I've looked online for for the way some of these sell. They usually sell not well because the toy line for Independence Day kind of went downhill with the, you know, the Independence Day drop, and then Resurgence came out and no toys came out for that because it didn't do so well in the theaters. It was not a very well liked movie. I liked it. I mean, then again, I like sci-fi movies. I think it was pretty cool of the dude to kind of include this Independence Day pin right here, and I'll try to see if I can get up close with that real quick so y'all can see that. I'm trying to get it to focus, but it wants to see me rather than the pin. But there, I'll just bring it over here and kind of get next to it so you can see. I mean, that's a really good pin. That's awesome. But anyway, thank y'all for watching. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. You can check us out on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Leave a comment below. Let us know what you thought of the haul today or what you'd like to see us do next. You can also click on the bell icon up here in this corner. I think it might be, or either it'll be up in this corner. I don't know. The bell's in one of the corners. To stay up to date with what we're doing when we go live, and any other videos like this that y'all like, please leave a comment below. We'll definitely work on more content for y'all. That's what we really want to do. In the description there are some links for Tricey's awesome Weeb Mom Chronicles and her Magical Nico Notes. Wow, I almost said Keeper Chronicles, and that's Will's book, Keeper Chronicles, Tome of Knowledge. That's a link. There's a link down there as well. Also a link for You-Niversal NERD. Tricey is part of You-Niversal NERD, and she's also part of us, so I'm really appreciative of You-Niversal NERD for everything they've done for us. A really wonderful group. They like to help out the communities that they serve, as well as kind of give nerds like me and everyone else out there a chance to really shine and kind of get them out there so people see them. Guys, thank y'all so much for watching. Let me know what you thought of this in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next video.